This is the advanced Forex training curriculum. As a trader, if you know you want to become a profitable trader, not just ordinary trader, yeah, you can trade and make profits. But if you want to, let's say you want to study trading, I'm going to share with you the full curriculum, those courses that contain in Forex trading. Now, in this particular video, what I'm going to share with you is going to be about the course. It's not really about Pinnacle Echelon. Pinnacle Echelon Trading Institute is like a university that will teach you everything you need to know about trading. It is not just one trading style, but everything you need to know about different things. So follow through watching this video to the end if you want to know the full concept, the full curriculum, that things you need to know, things you're supposed to learn. So we are going to cover the advanced Forex training curriculum from the beginning to the end. By the way, I said advanced, so before you can even get to this part, we're expecting you must have gone through the beginners advanced. So this is Pinnacle Echelon Trading Institute. Without much delay, we'll jump into the full subject of the day. We are struggling traders become consistent professionals. So if you know you want to become a professional trader, not just jumping in and out, then you need to watch this video to the end. Inside this video, I'm going to share with you all the courses that you are expected to learn, to know to some degree. Yes, all the courses you're expected to know in order for you to become a profitable trader from the beginning to the end. I'm going to cover everything. So do well to watch this video to the end. Like I said earlier, your eligibility to even attend this class is that we're expecting you that you must have completed the first 2 weeks training, the foundation training. So we do not carry the foundation training here. At least you can go through that. If you're passing through Pinnacle Echelon, now whether it's in a physical class or an online class, currently we're actually running online classes. So you can enroll there. You can start with the 2 weeks class. After that is when you can enroll here. Then your mentorship duration, your access is on a monthly basis. Let's go down to the advanced Forex training curriculum. Now, they're in models. They are in models, and there are about 3 different semesters that you need to go through. So model one covers markets mastering and deep analysis, not just market, not just analysis, deep analysis. So under model 1, we have sub model 1, which we have multiple time frame analysis. This is where you're going to learn how to align a lower time frame and a higher time frame together for accuracy. So we're going to cover this in these particular models. On model 2, we also covered price action, advanced candlesticks, psychology, order block, liquidity graph. We'll cover this on sub model 2. Then also going to cover market structure, break of structure, change of character, trend continuations versus trend reversals. We'll cover this on these particular levels. Then we'll cover supply and demand zone. I'm going to show you how to draw it correctly, draw them correctly, and trading around this zone. Then we also cover support and resistance. Now this is actually what we're going to cover, talk about the psychological levels. I don't know if you're aware of psychological level, but you need to know these things. Key zones, the turning levels in the price. We'll now move to model 2. Now when we get to model 2, we're going to cover the Fibonacci retracement. Here we'll start entering tools, advanced technical tools. So we cover Fibonacci retracement, Fibonacci extension. Now, many of you might know how to use Fibonacci to predict where the market is possibly going to reverse, but you might not know where should you put your exact take profits. That is where we use Fibonacci extension. So our professionals use it with confluence. So we'll cover that. Also going to moving average, dynamic of SR, crossover, trends filter. We're going to cover this. RSI, we're going to take you deep into this in advanced level. So you're not just coming in. We're going to talk about volume, order flow basis. We're going to show you how institution footprint works in the market, so you can read institutional footprint through the volumes. Then moving forward, part of the curriculum, what you're going to learn is combining indicators with price actions for confluences. Now we move to model 3. Here this time around we'll talk about professional risks and money management. Under top model 1, under model 3, we have advanced risk models. Now we talk about fixed percentage that you should risk and why, and shows you how to do that. Then compounding, scaling in and out in your position. We're also going to go into lot size mastering. Many of you have heard of lot size, yeah, but mastering how to set it in the right way that you don't blow your account all the time. We'll cover it here. Then adjusting your account to your account size. We'll talk about it here. Then drawdown management. Many of you have lost your firm account a whole lot because of over trading and you want to make profit. I like to say this: trading a small account is very, very difficult. Yes. So how can you grow just an account? Journaling your trade for consistency. By the way, we have a tool that we're going to follow this guide you to journal your trade step by step in order for you to become a profitable trader. Moving further, we have how to trade with discipline. Advanced or psychology technique is what we're going to teach you at that particular part. Under model 4, we talk about trading strategies and systems. So we'll talk about breakout versus fake out strategy. How you're able to spot liquidity traps in the market. When we talk about liquidity has a huge traps that if you don't understand it, you lose. That's just nothing but the truth. So you're going to also learn about trend continuation strategy, trend line break versus pullback. We'll look into that. Reversal strategy, double top, double bottom, head and shoulder, divergences, all of these things will be covered in this particular training. We'll talk about scalping versus swing trading setup. This is part of what we're going to cover here. Then, very important, building a personal trading plan. Step by step, we're going to guide you step by step to build your personal trading plan. Instead of you depending on signals. No, you should be able to build your own trading plan that you trade on your own. That if those things do not come up, you don't enter the market. By the way, in Pinnacle Echelon, we have a checklist that you're working with us. We're going to get a checklist that if those 20 informations do not come up, you don't enter the market. Now, inside those 20 informations, those checklists, you're putting in things orderly that help you, that you can even go back and see what you're doing. Were you doing right? And if those 20 things are setting up, those 20 bullet points are correctly set up, then your probability of winning the trade increases approximately 70%. The only thing is that you're not going to be entering all the trade, and yet it makes you profitable. Model 5 talks about live market application. All of these things we'll talk about, we're going to go into live market application. How to prepare a trading day. Now do a top-down analysis routine. We're going to teach you this, take you through top-down analysis and show you what you stand to learn. Now we're going to give you a case study reviewing past trade, both those ones that win and the losses. Yeah, because by the way, it is not possible to have 100%. There's no strategy that is 100%. So on all what we're going to review, you're going to see those ones that did not go well and those ones that goes well, and this is also going to increase your confidence. Then live chat practical sections. We're going to do this together. Signal analysis is not all the signal you should enter. I have been always saying this. I've been saying this several times. It is not all. You need to have the ability to verify a signal before entering. I used to say this. There's nobody that said, okay, let me give signals so that people will lose money. Nobody. But the truth of the matter is that sometime before the person is done processing the signal, the market has moved. The market does not wait. The market has moved. Things is no longer as is expected. Like a second can change. Do you get it? Or before you receive, you see the notification, before network even make you to see the notification, things have changed. So you should be able to analyze the signal on your own and say, okay, this signal that I'm seeing, should I enter or should I allow it to go? You should be able to go to that extent. It's part of what you're going to learn. It's part of the curriculum, things you are expecting to learn in the advanced class. Then model 6, we have trading psychology and mindset, advanced trading psychology and mindset, which we're going to deal with your emotion. How you should be able to master your emotional mastering, handling your fear. Many of you are afraid, oh, what if I enter this trade? No, let me be very honest with you. As of today, I'm recording this video. There's a trade I put on aggressive entry. Now, when I say aggressive entry, that means I say to the market, I say, once market gets to this place, initiate the trade. Now, I put the trade on aggressive entry. Now, I'm not even afraid to let me check or let me not check if the trade is there. This is the point. If the trade goes against me, I'm going to lose. But what I'm going to lose is not even up to 1% of my account. Like, it's not up to 1% of my account. And if I'm getting it, I am sure I'm going to get, if I get it right, I'm sure I'm going to get 5 times what I'm going to lose. So I've said that and keep. Now, that's because I've been able to say. Now, it removed the fear. So I have been able to handle that fear. That is being able to get to the point that you're mastering your emotion, how to handle your greed, and when you run losses. See, this is very, very tempting. When you're losing, you feel like revenging the trade. So how do you handle the trade in that scenario. This is part what you're going to cover in model 6. Under the same model 6, how to stay consistency after losses of a trade. How can you stay consistent after losses? It's part of what we're going to cover or what you're expected to learn. So I said it's a full curriculum, like a full university courses. So just like someone is going to school to go and learn medicine, another person is going to school to go and learn engineering. People are coming to learn trading. Yes, people are coming to learn trading. So for that reason, you are expecting to learn this. And these are the things you're going to learn. While someone is learning medicine and surgery, another person is learning trading. So you need to get the right mindset. Banks, companies, people are coming in to learn. So you too could have that opportunity. Under model 6, we'll talk about patience, how to wait for high probability setup. That A+ setup. Now that's just it. Why should you wait and how to wait for it? You're going to cover the training. Now, all these things falls into your trading strategy. What do you trade? We're going to teach you all of this. So you don't just enter all the trade. You're looking for the high probability setup. That once you get one, bam. Like I said, if the trade should go against me, the trade I've set at the time of before this recording, I am going to run losses, but I'm not even going to lose up to 1% of my account. That's the first thing. But if I should get it right, I'll get 5 times. 5 times. You know why? That's a high probability setup. Yes, and that's as a result of my trading strategy. Then we're going to go on building the mindset for professional traders. How you can develop that mindset. All of us started like you. All of us started like a fearful trader, making mistakes. That's it. Now we move to model 7, the advanced tools and brokers knowledge. This part is very, very important. So pay good attention to it. We're going to introduce you to automated trading, the risks of using robots, the VPS, and we're going to ES. We're going to show you all of this in this university. So this institute is not just me, or it may just say, oh, come and learn trading. Someone is just teaching you or just train you, buy here, sell here. No, it's not just about doing referrals that someone say, come and use my link. No, it's not about that. It's not just about that. It's about teaching you what you really need to learn. Actually, I'm doing something very, very important that could actually help you right now, and that is increasing your capital. Increasing your capital. So if you want to increase your capital, actually partner with this particular broker that they give you. And by the way, you can go check the link in the description. They've been for a very long time and they have a good reputation. They have a good reputation. Now, it's not about the broker. It's not about the reputation alone, though the reputation is important to you because of the money. But this is where I'm interested. I was able to have a contract agreement with them that if you use this particular promo code seen on the screen right now, Eminent, to fund your account, you're going to get double your capital. Do you get it? So imagine you fund your account with $500. You're getting $1,000 for trading. So if you know you want to increase your capital, you want to have double your capital. 100% of whatever you deposit is what you're going to get. Check the link under the video after now. Check the link after the video. Under the video, you're going to get the link at the description. Use it, create your account or whatever. Use the code Eminent. It's part of the benefit that I give to my students because money is very important. Yeah, as far as trading is very important, capital is more important than even the trading. So I try to see as I can help my students get access to capital because capital is the most important thing here. So if you know you're interested, you need that capital, use the link below, create your account. After creating your account, use the code Eminent at the promo code in order for you to fund your account. So you're going to get 100% of whatever you deposit. By the way, let's proceed. So you're still going to learn under advanced tools and brokers, understanding spread, swap, commission. You're going to learn this deeply. Now, very, very important. How to verify a broker. How to verify brokers' regulation before depositing. This is very important. I just talked about that your money is important. Now, brokers are important also. Now, there are many brokers that just come out and they tell you this, and now because of the influencer, pay attention to this part. Because of the influencer who told you, you just use it before you know your money loss. There are many brokers that are not real, that are not legit, that are not regulated. And any broker that is not regulated can do anything. Yes, can do anything. You can trade and make profit. By the time you make profit, they say that the money is big, they cannot pay you. Yes, and they will not. There's nothing you do. You know why? The only reason you cannot do anything is because they are not regulated. If they are regulated, the moment you call them out, they'll pay. That's the point. And they will know that their name is involved. Because of that, they might lose their license. So because of that, they will not want to misbehave. So how can you verify trust broker? We're going to teach you, we're going to cover all of these things in these particular models. We're going to cover risks of unregulated brokers and scam traps. You should be very, very careful. Like when I say very careful, there are brokers that, I don't want to mention their name, there are brokers that when you click buy, they click sell because they know they want you to fail. They want you to lose. They will do everything to make sure that you lose. There are brokers like that. So how can you identify them and run away from their trap? I'll teach you all of those things in that particular model. Moving to model 8, this is like a bonus. By the way, all of these are in the first semester. Yeah, your first semester is what you have. You can see how hectic it is. That's not even all. Let's move to the bonus. Now, under the bonus, you're going to have mentorship and real world skills of trading. So even if you want to cover here, and at this point you have learned a whole lot. So we're going to cover how to grow a small account with discipline. How to grow a small account with discipline. There's a challenge I've been putting on how to grow $8 account to $8,000. Now, there are things that I've learned that actually sink into my head. So how can you grow a small account? Because this is the major problem that most people have. Now, I'm also going to cover copy trading, advantage and disadvantage of copy trading under these very models. How professional scales accounts safely. You're going to learn this on this particular model. How to trade during news events such as non-farm payrolls, CPIs, interest rate. How to trade during this atmosphere without blowing your account. It's part of what you are going to cover. So by the time you are able to go through this first semester, this is going to be the outcome. You'll be able to analyze charts independently with confidence. This is the first thing you're going to get. The second thing, you're going to be able to develop your own strategy instead of depending on signals alone. You're going to get to this point. You're also going to be able to manage risks like professionals, not gambling. There was a time that if I see candle, if I see green candle, I click buy. If I see red candle, I click sell. Do you know why? Because I was moved by the market. That was gambling. So you'll be able to get to this professional level. You'll be able to trade with consistency instead of blowing your account consistently. Yeah, that's the truth. So by the time you go through this level, I'm not saying you're going to be using signal. I am saying you're going to be able to analyze chart on your own and trade with confidence because you're able to see what the market is doing. You might not trade every day. Let me be very clear. Let me say this. You might not trade every day, but you'll be able to see that there's no setup. So if there's no setup, you go and rest. But when you are not able to see, you trade every day. That's it. By the end of this, you'll be thinking like institutional trader, no longer like a retail or a guesser. You'll not be guessing trade. Let me just click buy, maybe to buy. Let me just click sell. It might work for me. You'll not be thinking like that. You now be thinking the way institutions are thinking. That's what we are taking you to. And by the way, that's the first semester. Yes, this first semester covers a whole lot. Now, at this point, let me tell you something. We teach you to learn to understand. So this is our teaching strategy because we want to leave something deep inside of you. So we take this particular topic, teach it. After teaching it, we take you to the charts and analyze that topic on the chart so you can see how it is. Then we give you a chance to analyze that same topic for us so that you show that you understand. And there's no way you go through this training format, you will not learn. That being said, let's move to the second semester. When you come back, the next level, we're going to focus on institutional trading concept, the advanced psychology, and how professionals work. We look into professional tools. Now, this kind of knowledge is what is going to separate you from random traders. Yes, from 95% traders in the world who are always constantly losing. It's going to take you to the elite level that you're now among the 5%, because it's just 5% that make the grade. For your information, it's just 5% that will choose to pay for this training. It's just 5% that will choose to come for this class. It's just 5% that will sit their ass down and go through this training, because this training is going to separate you from others. Yes, So let's still go down to the curriculum. As we step into the pro elite level Forex trading, this is the higher advanced level. Now this one, we have moved from advanced level. This is the higher advanced level. The higher advanced level, or known as the professional level trading, the elite stage, is also in models. Now the first model is institutional trading concept. Now we are entering the SMC. In this particular one, we're going to teach you about the smart money concept on model 1. So we're going to teach you how smart money work versus retail trading. We're going to talk about liquidity pools, where big players target spots. We're going to teach you this, and you're going to see. You're not just teaching, you're seeing it practically. We're going to teach you about other blogs, how to identify strong institutional footprints. Now, we're going to also learn about a fair value gap, which happens to be the imbalance or a way institution will definitely come to you. You're also going to learn about market makers model, which is known as the AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I don't know if you've heard of that, but that is the market makers model. Every day, this thing happens. Every day, we have accumulation phase, we have the manipulation phase, we have the distribution phases. Now, many traders do not understand this. They are just clicking buy and sell. You don't know when the market makers are actually manipulating the market. You don't know when they are accumulating the market, and you don't know when they are distributing. Normally, you should always enter the trade. As a retail trader, you should enter the trade at distribution phase. Yes, you should enter the trade at distribution phase. But you might see manipulation and see the market probably going down, and you say they are selling. You don't know that that's a manipulation phase. They have manipulated you and you started selling. After you sell, they start buying. That was manipulation. So we're going to cover that on model 1 at the elite stage. Okay, so now let's go to model 2. Advanced risk diversification is model 2. So here you're going to learn about the multi-asset trading, which we're going to cover Forex, indices, commodities, and crypto. We're going to cover it in this particular part. Is what we're going to learn. We're going to learn hedging strategy, protecting position during volatility. I don't know if you've heard of this, but this is part of what you're going to learn. You're going to learn correlations between pairs like Euro USD versus DXY. How do they relate? How do they look alike? You're going to learn oil versus CAD. You're going to learn this. This is what you're going to learn. The correlations between these pairs. How do they work? You're going to learn it on this particular phase. You're going to also learn about portfolio style trading. Now, this is going to help you to think beyond one account. That's what we call portfolio style trading. So you could say that we are going deeper. So if you truly know you want to become a profitable trader, then you need to go through this institute without much exaggeration. We'll move to model 3. On model 3, we have algorithmic and semi-automatic trading. That's what we're going to cover here. So now we're going to introduce you to coding strategy for MT4, MT5. You're going to learn this part. You're going to learn how to test and optimize experts advisor, EAS. Is part of what you're going to learn at the spite. You're going to learn risks of automation and how to blend manual plus algo trading, backtesting strategy using trading softwares. On model 4, we're going to go onto trading around high impact news. This is what we're going to cover on model 4 on your second semester. So trading, news trading, mastering. We talk about these on your first semester, but we're going to go back to it, but this time deeper at the higher level. How to trade that time, volatility trap, how to avoid being spike out. We're going to cover this particular subject. These are subjects that you're going to learn on models. Now, advanced calendar analysis, predicting the market's reactions. We're going to learn how this is being done. All of these are what you are going to learn. Straddling strategy and safe ways to trading news. We're going to cover this. On model 5, we're going to cover advanced psychology traders mindset 2.0. Yes, reprogramming belief system about money is what we're going to take here. We're going to learn professional routine. We'll talk about sleep, health, environment. Environment, very important. Like when I cover environment is very, very important. Then focus. Yes. Then we're going to talk about developing passion for A+ setup. I talked about A+ setup earlier, but this time we're going to dive deeper into it. Then, how pros handle 6 figures accounts without emotion. How pros does that without emotion, a part of what we'll cover them. Then, under model 6, we'll now talk about professional tools and data. So, institutional platform like TradingView Pro, Bloomberg, terminal basics. We're going to cover this. So, you could see that we are deep. What you stand to learn is very, very deep. So it's not left for you whether you're going to enroll or you're not going to enroll. That's just the point. So using advanced indicators like footprints charts and the rest, you're going to learn all of this. Order flow trading, we're going to cover all of these advanced journaling tools for data-driven improvements. All of these things are part of what we're going to cover. Then on module 7, now trading becomes business. So business of trading. So how to grow from personal trading to fund management. Does that make sense to you? How to grow from personal trading to fund management. So now you are now a big boy. Yes, you're now a big boy. So you're now trading for firm. You're now talking about my Forex funds, passing challenges. Yes, so that is it. Now, we're also going to talk about risk sharing models, investors' accounts. We're going to go into building a reputation as a professional trader. These are things you're going to learn in your second semester. So at the end of this second semester, we are expecting you, by the time you're done with this higher advanced level, you should be able to trade like institutional players, not just a retail trader. Yeah, that is it. You should be able to do that. You should be able to manage large capital between $5 million to $50 million. You should be able to do that. Yes, within this range, you should be able to do that. Or prop firm capitals, you should be able to do that with discipline. By the time you go through this training, you should be able to blend technicals versus fundamentals plus psychological mastery. You should be able to blend these three together and stand out. You should be able to position yourself as a professional, not just a trader just working in. No, as a professional trader who can trade for investors, who can trade for firms. This is what we are looking at for you by the time you're done with your second semester. But hold on, that's not all. After the advanced level and the pro level we just finished, there's still one higher stage in trading. By the time you're done with this, there is nothing in the field of trading you are going to learn. It's just mastering these things. By the time you're done with this final level, there is no other course you are going to learn. Yes, I'm telling you that for sure. Go heaven, come down. There's no other course you're going to learn. So what you're going to learn, this is the final level we are heading into, and that is known as the institution mastering. This stage is where traders stop thinking like a retail or even a pro retail trader. You will start to operate at the level of hedge funds, at the level of a bank. Yes, you'll be able to look at money from a different dimension rather than you looking at money as just profit you're going to make. As you jumping into the market, let me go and remove money. No, you now start going to the market to plant money so that money can grow and take care of you in the future. That is the level you are. You are now controlling what is happening in the market. Are you ready to step into that? If you're ready, then let's go. Let's go. So let's go. So this is the institution mastery level, the peak stage. There's no other level. This is the highest level. So by the time you're graduated with this and you come out, you should be able to differentiate yourself from others. I bet you that listen very well. All your traders that you know, many of them have not even gone to this level. Most of your influencers, most of the gurus you're following, send this video to them. They will tell you that they have not gone through this. That doesn't mean you cannot be profitable. That doesn't mean they will not be profitable. They will be profitable, but there are levels they cannot manage. Now, there are some traders that have made profits, and after they make profit to some level, they decided to open a prop firm. They decided to open a broker, and at the end of the day, it collapsed. It had issues. You know the reason? The reason is because that set of things that they did not know. They were just retail traders who make money, and since they make profits, and they decided to do something, which I don't have any problem with that, but they were not trained. They did not get the real knowledge. You cannot use the head of a retail trader to go and manage people money. No, it's not possible. Like literally, it's not possible. You cannot use the head of a retail trader and move to hedge funds and go to prop firm and open prop firm. That's not possible. There are things that are lacking. You need to go back to training, and this is that training. So, like I said, for you to even attend this class, you cannot just jump in. You cannot just come in and tell me I want to go to the peak stage. I want to go through it. No, it's not possible. You must have evidence that you have gone through all other stages. This is the final stage in trading. So you might be wondering, what are you going to learn? Or will I still really show you what you're going to learn? Of course, I will show you. Yes, let's go. Under the institutional level, the first thing you're going to learn is institutional order flow and institutional liquidity mastering. So you're going to understand how central bank move the market. This is what you're going to understand. You're going to learn how central bank move the market. You're going to learn deep dive into interbank flow to understand interbank flow. As if that's not enough, you're going to get to the point that you learn fake retail patterns versus real liquidity graphs. Ability to spot these things are things you're going to learn at the institutional level. Now you're going to learn using order flow software, so like Bookmark and the rest of the charts, to see that you are able to understand what is really happening in the market. This is the first model on this third semester. This is the final semester. You could even see that with yourself that what we are talking about here is beyond retail trading. It's not retail trading again. So let's move forward. The second model on your third semester is quantitative and algorithm trading. What are you going to learn here? Building trading models using Python. That's what you're going to learn. How you can build trading models. You're also going to learn machine learning application in Forex, AI-based signals. This is what you're going to learn at this particular part. Developing institutional grade algorithms. You're going to get to this part. Learning this, so you can see that it's far beyond a retail trading strategy. Yes, portfolio optimization through statistics, then the macro economy and global capital flow. That's what you're going to learn on this particular model. Advanced interest rate models, how central banks manipulate currency values, global debt cycle and currency war. Tracking institutional flow. That's what we're going to learn on this particular part. Building hedge funds. Now, prop firm and fund management mastering. We're going to get to this particular part. Scaling up to trade $50,000 to $1 million account. Risk models for large portfolio. Now, we don't talk about these with retail traders because, of course, that's not their business. Now, by the way, whether you're trading portfolio or whether you're trading a personal account or not, there's risks everywhere. So, the risk models, we're going to learn this part. Creating your own prop firm or hedge fund structure, your own. That is it. Now, investors relation, attracting and managing capitals professionally is what you're going to learn on this particular part. Advanced hedging and derivatives. There, you are going to cover currency swap, futures and option strategies. We're going to cover it. How banks hedge their Forex exposure. Cross markets arbitrage. How Forex versus bonds versus commodities. We're going to learn this part. Carrying trade, profiting from interest rate. This is what we're going to learn on this particular part. Trading as a global business. So we're going deeper now. It's now a global business. Structuring trading as a registered company. Talk about tax strategy, offshore setup. So partnering with brokers, liquidity providers, and fintech firms. We're going to learn about all of this. I know this is beyond retail trading knowledge. Then scaling into multiple markets like Forex plus crypto, plus equity, plus commodity. So it's deeper. The institution is deeper. So teaching and consulting as recognized authority. Also going to learn this other part in case maybe you want to also run an academy like this. You want to teach others, you want to be consulting, you want to trade for people. I don't do that. We don't do that. We don't trade for people. Yeah, that's the point. For security reason. So we will not ask you come and invest. Let me use this medium and say this. We'll not ask you come and invest. So anybody that use our name and tell you send money is a scammer, will not do that. So please, anybody that you see that uses Pinnacle Echelon's name and tell you send money, let's trade for you, is a scammer. It's not us. We won't do that. All right. So at the end of this very level, we are expecting you to become a market professional. This is what we are expecting from you. We are expecting you to be able to manage millions in capital. You should have that ability to manage it. You should be able to predict a global shift, not just chart pattern. Think what the market is shifting. Now, in the next 5 years from now, what will happen? How will the market be in the next 1 year? Based on what the market is doing now, based on the kind of war that is going on now, based on these, how would the market be in the next one? You should be able to predict that. You should be able to see, even if it's not 100% accurately, but it gives you an edge. Yes, at the end of this particular class, you should be able to develop skills that You can manage both automations and manual trading. You should be able to do that confidently. Yes, you should be able to operate at hedge fund level. Even if you don't have the money yet, you should have the knowledge. That institutional level. This is what you should be able to get. That is it. So, if you're able to go through all these courses from your first semester to your third semester, and you go through them gradually and complete, tell me why you should not succeed as a trader. Give me one reason. There's no how you go through this training. In short, within your first 2 months, you will change. Your mindset will change. The way you're seeing the chart will be different. You will no longer see the chart as if it's against you. You start understanding what the big players are doing, and you start thinking like them. And the moment you start thinking like them, you start making profit like them. Yes, that is it. So then, if you know you want to become that profitable trader, then you want to learn from us. Pinnacle Echelon Trading Institute is positioned to help people like you. Yes, we want to help struggling traders to become confidence traders, become consistent traders, become professional traders. This is what we want for you. So if you know you want to help yourself, all you have to do is you can reach out to us. You can reach out to us and start the training. Join the institution and go to training. By you, the training is the monthly courses, so you pay and attend the class. You can attend the class from any part of the world and go through the training. We're going to teach you. We're going to hold you by the hand. We're going to teach you in such a way that you understand. You'll be able to stand out. That is it. So if you truly want to be part of us, then check the description. You're going to see a link. You're going to see contact. Reach out to us so we can guide you step by step in order for you to become that profitable trader. And like I said earlier, if you know that you need fund, because fund, as far as trading is concerned, capital is very, very important. If you need capital, then what you need to do is use the link below and create your account. After creating your account, use this particular promo code, Eminent. That code is going to give you 100% of whatever you deposit. So if you happen to deposit $100, you're going to get $200. If you deposit $50, you're going to get $100 at the end of the day. So 50 plus 50, that's $100. If you deposit $1,000, you're going to get $2,000. If you deposit $5,000, you're going to get $10,000 for your trading. Whatever you deposit, you're going to get 100% if you use Eminent as a promo code. Congratulations for watching this video up to this point. I hope you got value. So in order for you to benefit, all you have to do is reach out to us right now. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe, because we do drop powerful videos like this. So see you and bye-bye for now.